Have you ever felt that subtle, almost unspoken pressure to go big or go home in the incredibly fast-paced world of AI?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
What if the most intelligent path to lasting success is actually, well, the quiet, most patient one?
An interesting thought.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on an exploration into what it truly takes to become a high-value AI consultant.
Right.
We're going to unpack why rushing to launch a full-blown AI agency can often become a real high-stress trap.
A trap a lot of people fall into.
Exactly. And instead, chart a more strategic freelancer-first blueprint for becoming what we're sort of calling an AI doctor.
I like that term, AI doctor. It implies diagnosis before prescription.
Precisely.
Yeah.
This deep dive is built upon some really insightful perspectives we've been reviewing, highlighting a smarter, more sustainable path to building a profitable AI practice.
It's definitely a fascinating counter-narrative to a lot of the, scale, fast advice you see plastered everywhere.
Absolutely. There's just so much energetic noise in the AI space about making money quickly. So our journey today will begin by looking at the pitfalls of that agency-first approach.
Okay.
Then we'll thoughtfully lay out a strategic progression, moving from, being a solo builder to becoming that truly trusted advisor. You see it almost everywhere online right now, this really enticing narrative. Just learn AI, immediately start an agency, then scale it to the moon. Sounds like the dream, doesn't it?
Oh, totally. It sounds amazing.
But, as we've seen, this often masks a pretty stark, pretty brutal reality.
It absolutely does. There's one anecdote that really brings this home. We call it a $1,500 wake-up call.
Okay.
We heard about this developer, still quite new to actually delivering AI solutions, right? He quoted a project for $1,500. Thought it would be straightforward, but the scope just ballooned. It was easily 3 times more complex than he anticipated.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so he was stuck, contract signed, basically working for free. Because he was trying to be the salesperson, the project manager, the developer, and the delivery expert all at once.
Oof, that's a tough lesson to learn firsthand. And that kind of mistake, for just one person, it seems like it would just be amplified, like exponentially if you were running an entire agency.
Exactly. That's what we call the amplification problem. Imagine that same mistake, right? But now you've got payroll, you've got overhead, client expectations tied to a whole team.
Wow, yeah.
So you end up with developer drama where your team, quite rightly, points out the project's way underpriced for their effort, and poof, your already thin profit margins just vanish.
God.
Then there's documentation disaster. If you as the founder can't even clearly define the requirements because you're inexperienced yourself, how's your team supposed to build anything effective?
Well, it's impossible.
And that leads directly to sales team struggle, because if you can't accurately scope a project, your sales team certainly won't be able to either. They're flying blind.
Makes sense.
And of course, the big one, the reputation ripple effect kicks in. These rookie mistakes, they quickly damage your brand, lead to bad reviews, clients start heading for the exits. It's kind of like trying to orchestrate building a skyscraper when you've never actually laid a single brick yourself.
That analogy makes perfect sense. You just can't truly lead what you haven't intimately experienced. And it's not just the technical side either, is it? We've seen how the human element adds this whole other layer of, client management nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
You're navigating all these diverse client personalities. They're, often conflicting expectations, varying timelines, wildly different risk tolerances. Sounds like a recipe for chaos.
It can be. And then you throw in those people we might call red flag clients. Often financially desperate, maybe viewing AI as some kind of, magic bullet to save their business.
Right. Big red flag.
You've hit on a really crucial point there. There's a simple but incredibly effective red flag filter question you should ask every single new prospect. What do you think about AI and where do you think it's going?
Oh, okay. Wait, that question.
Their answer reveals so much. A hesitant or skeptical response, that's often a major red flag. They might see AI as just a last-ditch lifeline.
Oh, okay.
But an excited, bullish answer, someone genuinely enthusiastic, that's typically the sign of a perfect partner. Someone who really sees AI as a strategic competitive advantage, they're invested.
Got it. So when we look at these, early failures and the struggle to scale an agency too quickly, it seems to boil down to one core problem, doesn't it? What's really at the heart of why rushing into an agency so often goes sideways?
Yeah, the fundamental issue is you simply can't effectively lead a process or a team if you don't personally understand the nitty-gritty details of that work yourself. You just can't fake it.
Okay, so if jumping straight into an agency is this pervasive trap, What is the more thoughtful, strategic path forward? It seems the alternative lies in starting as a freelancer, slowly building, and then evolving into a true consultant.
Exactly.
This approach really seems designed to build confidence and those essential foundational skills right from the ground up.
It's all about the mindset shift. From order taker to doctor, it's a huge shift. The typical agency owner often just reacts to whatever comes in the door, trying to deliver exactly what the client thinks they want. That's reactive. The AI consultant, on the other hand, is proactive. Clients come to them with a deep pain point and say, help me figure out what I actually need. You're getting paid for your brain, your expertise, your diagnosis, not just for managing employees.
Right, for the strategy.
Yeah. And we've seen how even a single early win, say like a $1,200 project from an inbound lead, can provide that crucial confidence boost you need to really get started. It proves you can do it.
That's such a powerful distinction. Moving from just a technician to a diagnostician. It reminds me of this analogy we came across, the golf swing analogy.
Yeah.
Why the blisters matter.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, learning to play golf, right? It means you're going to get blisters on your hands initially. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
It's the necessary, sometimes uncomfortable pain of direct, hands-on experience.
Can't avoid it.
Trying to skip that by immediately hiring a team is like trying to learn the game wearing, I don't know, 3 pairs of golf gloves to avoid those blisters.
Yeah, you'd never develop the feel.
Exactly. You never truly develop the proper feel or the technique.
Right. Those early blisters, they actually make your grip stronger, they refine your swing over time, and they prepare you to lead effectively down the road because you know what it actually takes. You felt the pain.
I have to admit, I still wrestle with some of those initial blisters myself, honestly, learning to perfect that swing in new areas of AI as it evolves.
Oh, me too. It's constant learning.
It truly drives home the point that there's just no shortcut to fundamental kind of visceral experience.
Yeah.
You have to go through it.
The recommended path is really clear then. Start as a freelancer. Allow those initial challenges, those blisters, to shape you. Evolve into a consultant where you apply that honed expertise. And then only once you have robust systems and deep understanding, maybe then consider building a team.
Right.
This whole approach protects your profit margins, it ensures you learn the foundational skills properly, and helps build sustainable systems instead of, some chaotic, high-stress operation that burns you out.
And it seems this blister-getting phase isn't just about avoiding mistakes later on, but actually building something really crucial for future success. What exactly is that core benefit?
It builds those fundamental skills and, crucially, a deep personal understanding of the entire end-to-end process. You know it inside out.
Okay, so this initial freelancer phase, it sounds less like just an option and more like a critical, almost non-negotiable boot camp. It's really where you're getting paid to learn, isn't it?
Absolutely. Think of it like your real-world, hands-on MBA in AI delivery. Seriously. Each project you tackle offers this compounding education and essential non-technical skills too.
Like what?
Well, you learn nuanced client communication, how to translate complex technical stuff into simple business terms they understand. You master accurate pricing, really understanding what a project costs in your time and effort, not just the tech complexity. You develop that red flag recognition we talked about, spotting problematic clients early, and crucial scope management skills to prevent what started as a simple request from becoming this unprofitable nightmare project.
Yeah, scope creep is lethal. So the immediate goal here isn't necessarily about making millions overnight,
Definitely.
but more about adopting a getting paid to practice mindset. It's about meticulously building, say, 3 to 5 solid documented results. I even seen the suggestion, which sounds smart, of doing your very first project or two for free.
Yeah.
In exchange for powerful testimonials and detailed case studies. That sounds like a remarkably smart long-term investment.
It genuinely is, because by the end of this intensive freelance phase, you should have 4 critical outcomes. These collectively form your personal operations manual, your playbook.
Okay, what are they?
First, hard proof of results, concrete, quantifiable examples of the impact you made. Second, powerful client testimonials, that crucial social proof that builds immense credibility for the next client.
Super important.
Third, deep process confidence, a first-hand, battle-tested understanding of the entire project lifecycle, from outreach to support. And finally, niche clarity, knowing precisely which clients you actually enjoy working with and which types of problems are most profitable for you to solve.
That clarity sounds invaluable. So
Okay.
when all is said and done, what's the single most valuable asset someone truly walks away with from this intense, boot camp phase?
A battle-tested playbook and undeniable proof of results. That's gold.
Okay, so with that solid freelance foundation, that playbook in place, we can really start to redefine the role of the AI consultant. It shifts, doesn't, from that maybe traditional, perhaps a bit stuffy advisor image
Yeah, the old consultant image.
to something more dynamic, more like a special forces operator.
Mhm.
Lean, agile, incredibly effective, just focused on mission delivery.
That's the perfect analogy for it. This new breed of builder isn't just some advisor who writes lengthy reports nobody reads.
Right.
They're a player coach, a
Okay.
strategist, and a builder. They get paid for their expertise, their ability to really analyze a business's operations, spot critical pain points, design elegant AI-powered workflows, maybe leveraging things like, large language models for communication or machine learning for data analysis, and then actually implement those solutions start to finish.
Wow.
This focused solo approach, tackling one high-impact problem at a time, it brilliantly eliminates all the complexities of managing a big team early on.
That clarity of focus, it makes so much sense. And it really points to a massive opportunity in the market, doesn't it? This enterprise gap. I mean, when you hear about huge firms like Accenture reporting billions in generative AI sales,
Yeah, billions with a B.
Yeah.
with some high-level strategic roadmaps costing upwards of, $400,000, it really puts things into perspective.
It's a market that's just exploding right now.
Whoa. I mean, imagine the kind of deep strategic thinking and the real-world impact that commands a $400,000 price tag just for a roadmap.
Mhm.
That kind of value, now increasingly accessible and critical to so many more businesses than just the Fortune 500, that's truly incredible.
And that's precisely the gap we're talking about.
Right.
Small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs, they desperately need this same level of expert guidance in AI. They see the potential, but they simply cannot afford enterprise prices from a McKinsey or a Deloitte.
No way.
This is your opportunity. You can step right in and offer enterprise-quality AI strategy and hands-on implementation at a fraction of that cost, providing immense, undeniable value. We're talking about high-impact problem-solving. These aren't just like nice-to-have projects. They're no-brainer investments that deliver clear, immediate ROI. Think about AI-powered e-commerce automation for customer support using, natural language processing, or smart lead qualification systems for coaches and salespeople leveraging LLMs to pre-vet prospects, or intelligent process optimization to just eliminate tedious manual data entry and reporting, stuff that saves real time and money.
It sounds like this refined consultant model isn't just about selling a service, but truly bridging a significant market need for these smaller businesses that are getting left behind otherwise. How exactly does it serve them?
It offers those enterprise-quality AI solutions, but at a fraction of the cost, and it directly solves their most painful, costly problems.
All right, let's get practical now. We got the foundation, the mindset. What's the straightforward, maybe four-step system for actually landing those first 3 to 5 crucial deals as this new kind of consultant?
Okay, step one, and this is absolutely critical. Choose a specific pain point to solve.
Specific.
Yes. The fatal mistake so many make is the all-you-can-eat buffet approach, offering to automate anything and everything with AI. AI for everything. It just makes you a generalist, a low-value commodity.
Yeah, diluted value.
The winning strategy is what we call the Steakhouse principle. A high-end steakhouse doesn't try to serve every dish imaginable, right? It perfects the 6-ounce filet. You become a specialist. Pick one type of person, like coaches or e-commerce owners or agency owners. Solve one clear, painful problem for them. For example, helping coaches with lead qualification using a GPT-powered chatbot, or e-commerce stores with automated customer support, or agencies streamlining their client reporting.
Got it.
Why niching works is simple. You can craft laser-focused messaging that resonates, which leads to much higher conversion rates. You deliver better results because you get deeply familiar with that one problem, and you can command premium prices for your specialized expertise.
That distinction, buffet versus steakhouse, really resonates with that idea of focus value. Okay, step 2.
Step 2 is to build a simple demo, the visual proof. Business owners are busy, and naturally, they're often skeptical of new tech, especially AI sometimes.
True.
A wall of text or some complex technical explanation is usually useless. You have to show them. A simple 2-minute video can actually close high-ticket deals.
Really? Just 2 minutes?
Yeah, if it's done right. The key here is the destination, not the car principle. Sell the business result, the time saved, the revenue interest, the efficiency gained, not the complex AI architecture behind the scenes. Nobody cares about the engine if the car gets them where they need to go faster.
Good point.
Use a clear before and after demo structure. Show the painful before, like a coach manually messaging leads for 5-10 hours a week. Then show the transformed after with your AI chatbot automatically qualifying leads 24/7, maybe categorizing them, even scheduling calls directly on their calendar. Make it visual.
Okay, show, don't just tell. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Step 3.
Step 3, you craft the no-brainer offer. Your offer shouldn't feel like a cost at all. It should feel like installing a revenue-generating machine or a time-saving machine in their business.
Right.
Business owners speak one language fluently, the language of business, time and money. Your goal is to make the ROI blindingly obvious.
How do you do that?
Imagine using this framework. Hey, Name, I noticed you're still doing the specific manual process, which likely takes you about, say, 5 hours a week. If you value your time at $100 an hour, and it's probably more, that's effectively a $2,000 a month or $24,000 a year problem you have.
Framing it as a cost.
Exactly. Then you say, I can build you an AI system that completely eliminates all of that manual work. I'm not just giving you back 20 hours a month. I'm giving you back $2,000 a month in productive value, maybe more. So paying me a one-time fee of $2,000 for that solution is, well, it's a no-brainer, right? Because over the course of just 1 year, you're regaining 240 hours of your time and seeing a net benefit of $22,000 in opportunity cost.
Wow, that's powerful framing.
This works because it uses specific, undeniable numbers. It ties directly to the value of their time. It addresses a long-term cost, not just a one-off task. And it presents an ROI that's just undeniable.
Those specific numbers and that clear framing, yeah, that's incredibly powerful for someone running a business. Okay, finally, step 4.
Step 4 is the proof-building process. Think of yourself here like a scientist conducting a really well-documented experiment.
Okay.
You start with the before snapshot, measuring the pain. You have to meticulously track the current state. How many hours does the specific task take manually? What are the error rates? What's the raw labor cost involved? It's all about quantifying the problem before you solve it.
Getting that baseline.
Exactly. Then, after your AI solution is implemented and running, you take the after snapshot, measuring the gain. You precisely quantify the time savings, the reduction in errors, the increase in operational capacity, whatever the key metrics are, and crucially, the hard dollar ROI. This creates what we call a dual benefit system. First, you achieve deep client satisfaction. Undeniable proof of success transforms them into a raving fan, someone eager to give you amazing testimonials and referrals.
That's huge.
Second, it becomes an invaluable future sales tool for you. You now have a rock-solid, data-driven case study with before-after screenshots, clear metrics, powerful client quotes, something you can leverage again and again to close the next deal.
So ultimately, when you're sitting across from that business owner, trying to cut through their skepticism and really highlight the true value you bring, what's the absolute most potent, most persuasive thing you can present to them?
Tangible, data-driven proof of significant ROI. It speaks their language loud and clear.
Okay, so after those, say, 3 to 5 successful freelance projects, you've really earned the credibility for what we're calling the critical transition.
Yes, the pivot point.
You evolve from being just a hired gun, the freelancer who might say, tell me what you need and I'll build it, to becoming that true, trusted advisor. The consultant who says, okay, let's work together to figure out what you actually need, then I will design the complete optimized solution for you. It's a fundamental mindset shift, isn't it? Both for you and for how the client sees you.
It absolutely is, and it's reflected directly in the value conversation, how to reframe your offer. You're no longer just charging for tasks or hours, but for comprehensive business transformation outcomes.
Big difference.
Huge. A freelancer's pricing might typically range from, $1,000 to maybe $5,000 per project. A consultant, however, is confidently commanding $10,000 plus for those comprehensive strategic solutions.
So how does that conversation actually sound different?
Well, the freelancer might say, sure, I'll build you a chatbot for $2,500. The consultant says something like, okay, I will design and implement a complete 247 AI-powered lead qualification system. This system will save your sales team approximately 20 hours a week and measurably increase your lead conversion rates. We'll build this together over the next month, and the investment for that transformation is $15,000.
Oh.
See, it might involve similar underlying technical work, Maybe, but it's positioned and priced entirely differently as a high-value, business-changing solution, not just a piece of tech.
That's a massive difference in how the value is perceived and ultimately how it's delivered too. And that kind of strategic focus, it also naturally opens up the door to the long game, building recurring revenue.
Exactly. We're talking about moving beyond just one-off projects to securing things like monthly retainers for ongoing optimization or support, maybe advisory roles, and really cultivating those exclusive long-term client relationships where you become their go-to AI partner.
That sounds like the sustainable goal.
Precisely. And we see a pretty clear three-phase roadmap from foundation to scale emerging from this. Phase 1, maybe months 1 to 3, is the foundation. Operate as that focused freelancer, complete those 3 to 5 impactful projects, diligently build your portfolio and gather those testimonials, and crucially, document your entire delivery playbook as you go.
Okay, phase 1, foundation.
Phase 2, maybe months 4 to 6, is the consultant transition. This is where you confidently raise your prices significantly, you strategically reframe your positioning as that true advisor, and you actively start pursuing those larger $10,000 plus strategic projects.
Got it. Phase 2, transition.
Then, only in phase 3, say month 7 and beyond, do you even begin to consider the scale, shifting your focus maybe to higher level strategy, expanding your personal brand, thought leadership, and perhaps eventually, way down the line, building that small, specialized team if it makes sense.
That phased approach feels much more manageable and, well, realistic. And running through this entire journey, it feels like we can distill it down to maybe 5 core principles, the guiding principles, your 5 rules for success.
Yeah, I think so.
What would they be? Maybe. Don't rush the process. Always focus on measurable results. Stay specialized in your chosen niche. Price on value delivered, not just effort spent. And consistently work to build long-term relationships.
Those sound like solid foundations. Really solid.
Yeah.
And for anyone listening who's feeling ready to, take the next step, we can offer your mission briefing, the 30-day action plan,
Okay, let's hear it.
this week. Do 3 things. 1, choose your extremely specific niche, who you help, and what painful problem you solve. 2, create that simple, compelling demo video of your solution. 3, identify 10 ideal prospects who fit that niche perfectly and craft your no-brainer outreach message tailored to them.
Okay, focused action for this week?
And then,
This month. Your singular goal is to land that very first project, even if it's initially for free just to get that killer testimonial and case study. Document absolutely everything. Meticulously track the time saves or value generated and build your first compelling data-driven case study. That's your mission. Looking at this whole journey then, this thoughtful evolution from doing project-based work to becoming a strategic partner. What's the fundamental aspiration it all points toward? What's the ultimate goal for an AI consultant following this path?
to build sustainable, high-value, long-term client partnerships, all rooted in deep expertise and proven results. #tag big idea recap.
What we've discussed today makes it incredibly clear, I think. The most effective path in AI consulting isn't about that mad dash to scale an agency right away.
No, definitely not.
It's really about a strategic, much more patient progression from being that hands-on freelancer, getting those blisters, to becoming that high-value, trusted consultant. The key really seems to be mastering those fundamentals first, building genuine confidence through direct, sometimes challenging experience, and consistently focusing on delivering measurable value to your clients before you even think about building an empire.
Absolutely. The market opportunity for true expert AI guidance is just immense right now, and that deep practical understanding is what's incredibly valued. Don't try to build an empire before you've personally learned how to build a single profitable workflow yourself.
So, thinking about everything we've discussed, what single painful problem could you focus on solving with AI, starting maybe this week, to begin building your own foundational expertise? Something to chew on.
We truly appreciate you diving deep with us today. It's been a great conversation.
Until next time, keep building, keep learning, and keep asking those deeper questions.